and welcome to Yoga with Devon. Today we're going to do a 60-minute restorative flow. And as we come into a restorative flow, a couple of things that you may want. Maybe grab a blanket, a beach towel, maybe even 2 or 3. And you might want to grab a cushion from the couch, a couple pillows from the bed, but something that you can use to relax on, to sit on, and to lean against. And then we'll begin to settle in to a comfortable seated position. Close the eyes. Rest the hands on the knees. Elongate through the spine, lifting the crown of the head toward the ceiling. And take a few moments just to breathe. Coming into that yoga mindset, meeting yourself where you are at this moment, freeing the mind of expectations of what your body should do and honoring what your body is capable of doing at this moment. Each day is a new adventure and each side of the body is different. So honoring where you are as we move through the flow. And as you continue to breathe at your natural rhythm of breath, begin at the crown of the head. Notice any sensations through the crown of the head, through the face, noticing through the shoulders, down the back, through the hips, and down to the legs. Being mindful of any areas that call out to you, any areas that may have an injury, tightness, tenderness. Just being aware and mindful to prevent injury. And take the next few rounds of breath to tune into the emotions, noticing what the mood is today, where the mental health is at. And as you continue to breathe at your normal rhythm of breath, I invite you to set an intention for today's practice. Something connecting with why you tuned in today. What brought you to your mat? What is it you're looking for to achieve in this next hour? And today I offer you the affirmation, I appreciate the struggles and obstacles that I've overcome in my life because those are part of what makes me who I am today. I acknowledge those struggles, the obstacles, and the benefits that overcoming them have provided me. Take a full inhale through the nose, all the way in for a full diaphragmatic breath. Take that deep breath all the way in. Slowly exhale as if you were blowing out a candle. Take a full inhale in. And an exhale to completely release. Once more, deep inhale in, and full exhale. Allow the breath to return to your natural rhythm. blink the eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Gaze up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring palms to touch and lower the hands to the center of the heart. As the head comes forward, draw the chin toward the chest. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. As the arms come up, lift the chin. Once more, exhale, draw hands to heart center and lower the chin. Inhale, float up. Lifting the chin, reaching the arms up. Exhale, lower the right hand to the floor as you reach the left arm up and over. Option to gaze toward the ceiling, or if this puts any tension on the neck, option to gaze down toward the knee. Inhale, lift both arms overhead. And exhale, lower and reach. And begin to slowly alternate side to side, lifting the arms on the inhale and on the exhale, lowering. And as you lower, really focus on grounding in through the hip and opening through the shoulder, creating that side body stretch. Take one more rotation for each side. And then reach both arms up. Exhale, lower the right hand to the left knee and the left hand to the right knee. Inhale, lift through the chest, drawing it forward, lifting the chin, elongating through the spine. Exhale, round through the spine, drawing it toward the back of the room. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. One more round. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Reach the arms up. Option to bring a bear hug, or option to take the hands and bring the backs of the palms together, or take one more wrap and bring the palms to touch. Lift the elbows. Exhale, turn the torso to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Release the arms and alternate, this time bringing the left hand first and the right hand on top. Inhale, lengthen. Draw the chest forward. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Inhale to a neutral spine. Reach the arms up. Option for the bear hug, or bring the backs of the palms together, or once more, intertwine. If the arms are intertwined, lift the elbows in line with the shoulders. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, center. Release the hands. Sweep the hands out toward the sides and bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Draw the chin toward the chest. Lift the knuckles towards the space behind you. Giving the shoulders just a little bit of attention today. Lift the chin, keep the hands interlaced. Bend at the left elbow, bend at the right, bring it across so that the left hand comes to the right side of the body. Release the interlacing of the fingers and press the palm into the fingertips of the left hand. And turn the gaze to the left as you're reaching to the right. Slowly release, bring it through center, taking the hands behind the back, bringing the fingertips to the left, and bringing the left palm to touch the right fingertips. And turn the head to the right. And slowly release. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the fingertips to the shoulders. Draw the elbows to touch. As the elbows touch, round through the spine. Lower the elbows towards the sides of the body. Sweep them behind. Great big circles open. Bring the elbows to touch. Continue with those really exaggerated circles. Nice and slow. And after the elbows come to touch this time, reverse. Take it out and around and then down. And with each movement, just noticing where do you feel it in the body. Each body is built differently, so we all feel it slightly differently. Then bring the elbows to touch. Once more, round through the spine. Draw the elbows toward the belly. Inhale, lift. Reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, bending at the elbows. Lift through the chest, turn the gaze toward the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower the right hand to the earth. Bring the left hand to the right temple and gently guide the ear toward the left. Option to keep the eyes open or close the eyes. Slowly bring the head back to center and switch. Lower the left hand to the earth, bring the right hand to the temple, and guide the right ear toward the right shoulder. And checking in just to make sure that the left shoulder is nice and relaxed. You want to avoid creeping it up toward the ear. And slowly, with a little gentle resistance, bring it back to center. Inhale, reach both arms up. Interlace the fingers and bring them behind the head, right at the nape of the neck. Use the thumbs to massage the neck. And then gently use a very slight pressure to draw the chin toward the chest. And once more, noticing where you feel this stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale once more, round. This time as you round, bring the elbows to touch. Inhale, lift, open the elbows, look toward the ceiling. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest, elbows to kiss. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee as you bring the right hand behind the back. Gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, float both arms up. Bring it back to center. Exhale, switch to the left. Bring the right hand, left knee. Inhale to center, sweeping both arms overhead. Once more, sweep to the right. Inhale to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. If you're sitting on your pillow, come off of the pillow. We'll set that to the side. And have a seat facing the top of the mat. Bring the left leg across the top of the mat to create a 90-degree angle. Bring the right leg beside the mat to create a 90-degree angle. 90 degree, 90, 90, 90 degree, 90 degree. And for 2 rounds of breath, stay right in the center. Noticing how this feels for the hips, for the hip flexors, for the glutes. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, shift back. Once more, shift forward. This time, bring the forearms or the palms to the mat. Walk the hands back toward the body, lifting the torso, bringing it through center, lifting both knees, alternating now to the back of the mat so that the right leg comes across at a 90-degree angle and the left leg comes along the side at a 90-degree angle. Inhale for length at the center. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, shift forward. Bring the hands to the front of the mat. Option to stay on the palms. Option to lower to the forearms. And slowly press in through the palms. Bring it back to center. Switching the knees back to the front of the mat. Tap the right hand to the very top, slightly off the mat. Inhale, reach up. Switching to the right, bringing the left hand across to tap. And take 3 more, alternating side to side. If you find one spot that gives you that stretch that you need, always an option to stay there. And we'll take it back to the right once more. And then as we come through center, Stopping with the legs and knees lifted. Shift the hips toward the end of the mat. Draw the feet towards you. Grab at the ankles. And then slowly press the knees apart as you lengthen through the spine. Draw the chest forward, lengthening through the spine. Using the knees and gravity with the assistance of the elbows to open through the hips. And slowly release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach for the space in front of you without lowering the hands. Keep the length through the spine. And shift back. Shift forward. And shift back. Last time, shift forward. And back. Lower the hands to the mat. Once more, adjust the hips. Dip the left knee inward. It doesn't need to touch the floor, just enough so you feel that stretch. And bring it out. Tap the right knee in and out. Continue alternating side to side until you do 4 more on each side. And as always, pausing if you have a spot that feels like that's where you need the stretch. And then once you've done that round, walk the feet to the top of the mat. Lengthen the legs long. Sit up nice and tall. If this feels uncomfortable on the hips, always an option to take a blanket and slide it right underneath the hips to give them just a slight tilt. Flex the feet. Notice how the muscles engage around the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, once more, reaching to that space in front of you. Keeping the length through the spine. And shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, take it just a little deeper. Allow the fingertips to land where they land. It's better to have them close to the body to keep the length in the spine than rounding and losing that posture just to go a little deeper. So find where the legs get that little stretch without losing the integrity of the spine. And with each exhale, maybe walk the fingertips slightly farther down the legs. I'll stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. Really focusing on lengthening through the spine. And release. Walk the hands back toward the body. Bend the right knee in and cross the right foot over the left leg. Inhale, reach both arms up. Lower the right hand behind the back. Lift the left arm up. Exhale, bring it across to bring the left elbow to the right knee and take a little twist, looking over the right shoulder. We'll stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. With each exhale, deepen the twist just a little. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross. Bring the left knee in, send the right leg long. Cross the left ankle over so that you're coming to the outside of the right foot. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, lower the left hand behind the back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring the right elbow across the body and look over the left shoulder. And once more, we'll stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. With each exhale, coming just a little deeper into the twist. And slowly coming back to center. Uncrossing the legs, shifting the knees to one side of the mat, and then coming to hands and knees. Grab the blanket or beach towel so that you can rest the knees on the beach towel. And then open the knees slightly wider than the hips. Touch the toes together. Grab your pillow. An option to come off of the blanket if that feels better. Hug the pillow right between the legs and then rest the hips to the heels. Lengthening the body onto the pillow. And just relaxing here, supported child's pose. And let the chin hang over. And stay with the breath. Allow it to still flow with that natural rhythm. We'll take one more round of breath. On the inhale, slowly rise just enough to lift the hips and slide the pillow out from underneath. Leave the knees nice and wide, the toes to touch, and slowly shift the hips back toward the heels. Inhale, slowly float forward. Bring the shoulders past the wrists. Dip the hips toward the mat. Exhale, float back. Inhale, shift forward. And back. Inhale, shift forward. Slide the left hand back so it's directly below the face. Keep the knees open and wide. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, bend at the elbow to bring the fingertips behind the head. Exhale, draw the elbow across the body to hover on the left side of the mat. Inhale, lift, coming into the thoracic spine rotations. Exhale, bring it across. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it across. As you open this time, inhale, lift, and reach the right arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale, thread the arm through, bringing it underneath the left arm to the left side of the mat. Slowly lower onto the right shoulder and right ear. Tiptoe the left fingertips to the top of the mat. Option to keep the left fingertips as they are, or lift the left hand toward the ceiling. Option to leave it lifted, or bring it around the small of the back toward the right hip. And slowly unwind if it's behind the back. Bring the hand into place. Press in through the palm. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, lower the right hand to the mat. Ground in through the palm. Inhale, lift the left hand. Bend at the elbow. Exhale, turn the torso, bringing the elbow across to the right. Inhale, lift. And exhale, take it across. 2 more. Lift. And bring it across. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it across. This time, as you lift, extend the left hand toward the ceiling. Exhale, thread it through underneath the right hand, lowering onto the right shoulder and right ear. Tiptoe the right fingertips to the top of the mat. Option to stay here or lift the right hand toward the ceiling. Option to bring it behind the back toward the left hip. And slowly unwind. Bring the hand back into place. Press in through the palm. Inhale, lift the left hand. Exhale, lower the hand to the mat. Curl the toes to lift the knees to bring them directly underneath the hips. We'll take 2 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chin. Exhale, round through the spine, draw the tailbone under as you lower the chin to the chest and press the shoulder blades as far from the mat as possible. Inhale, lower. Exhale, round. Inhale to a neutral spine. Bring the right foot off the mat to the right side. Lower the foot to the floor. Lower the hips toward the left heel. One more breath. Slowly shift forward. Lift the leg, send it long. Lower the heel of the toes to the mat. Press the heel toward the space behind you. Bring the knee to rest on the mat next to the left leg. Send the left leg out to the side. And slowly lower the hips to the right heel. Inhale, shift forward. Lift the left leg, send it long. Lower the toes to the end of the mat. Press in through the heel. Bring the knee back into place. Shift the hips to one side into a seated position once more. From here, grab the blanket and roll the blanket up into a little log. We're going to place that log right at the lower back and lower all the way down. Bend the knees and just allow the lower back to stretch over the roll in the towel. Option to send the arms out to the side nice and wide. Option to cactus, or rest one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. Take 2 more breaths here. Bring the soles of the feet to touch and then allow the knees to open like a butterfly. Using gravity to do the work as the knees are drawn toward the earth. On the next inhale, draw the knees together like a book. Lift the knees, hug the knees to the chest. Keep the right knee with you. Send the left leg toward the ceiling and lower it all the way to the end of the mat. Hug the right knee in tight. Draw the left knee back in. Hug both knees in tight. This time, keep the left knee in, lift the right leg long to the ceiling, and then slowly lower it to the end of the mat. Hug the left knee tight. Draw the right knee back in. Nice squeeze. Slowly roll the body forward and adjust the blanket so that now it's running lengthwise, the same way as the mat. Roll the body back, resting the length of the spine on the log of the pillow or log of the blanket. Option to keep the knees up, option to send the legs long, or option to take that same butterfly pose. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath. Slowly bring the elbows to the mat. Press in through the elbows just enough to lift and remove the blanket. Bring the blanket to the right side of the mat. Recline all the way back. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock it side to side. Open the arms out like a T. Lower both knees to the right to land on the blanket. Turn the gaze to the left. Slowly lift the left hand. Inhale, bring it to center. As it comes up, bring the head to center. Exhale, continue all the way over to bring the fingertips to touch the palm of the right hand. Inhale, open. As it opens, turn the head to follow the fingertips. Once more, bring it across, nice and slow. And open. Draw the knees to center. Nice tight squeeze, wrap the arms around. Option to lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Lower the head and shoulders. Bring the block or the pillow, let's try that again, the blanket over to the left. Open the arms out and lower both knees to rest on the blanket. Turn the head to the right. Option to close the eyes. On the next inhale, lift the right hand up, bring it all the way over, bring the head to follow, lower the hand to the palm. Inhale, reach up, follow the fingertips with the gaze, lowering back to the right. Inhale, lift. And slowly open once more. Draw the knees to center. Hug the knees to the chest. Side to side rock. Allow the knees to come open toward the shoulders. Bring the soles of the feet toward the ceiling. Option to bring the hands right along the back of the knees. Option to grab towards the calves, the ankles, or the feet. Whatever option you're choosing, work to keep the tailbone on the mat. Happy baby. Option to keep it still or rock it side to side. And then slowly, if you're rocking it, bring it to stillness in the center. Keep the right foot just as it is. Release the left leg long. Bend the knee. Lower the sole of the foot to the mat. Half happy baby. Option to stay here or send the leg the whole way down for a little deeper stretch. Just honoring what this side of the body needs. And then bring the left leg back into place and switch. Each side of the body is different, so play around and see what feels right, whether it's the sole of the foot to the mat or extending it long. And draw the right foot back. Happy baby. Release the feet. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring the knees to touch. Send the legs long. Open the knees out toward the sides of the room. Bring the knees to the chest to touch. Send it long. Open and close. Once more, send it long. Open and close. And reverse. Open, send it long, and close. Draw to the chest. Open, long, close, and chest. Last one, open, long, close, and chest. Wrap the hands around the knees. Rock it side to side. Keep the right knee in. Release the left leg. Once more, send it long. Lower the sole of the right foot to the mat. Cross the left ankle over the knee. Use the left hand to press the left knee away. Reclining pigeon pose. This one's a great one if pigeon pose bothers the knees. This is a great option to come into. Slowly lift the right leg. Draw the knee towards you. Option to interlace the fingers behind the knee. Option to lengthen the right leg long. Option to keep the knee bent and bring the hands around the shin. Just honoring whatever the IT band needs for the left leg. One more breath. Slowly release. Lower the foot to the mat. Lower both knees to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, lower both knees to the right. Inhale back to center. Uncross. Hug both knees in. Hug the left knee in tight. Lengthen the right leg to the ceiling. Release the left knee. Lower the sole of the foot to the mat. Cross the right ankle over the knee. Press the right knee away with the hand. Release the hand. Slowly lift the left leg. Same options as the other side. Just honoring where you need to go on this side. Release. Lower the foot to the mat. Open the arms out. Lower both knees to the right. Inhale through center and take it to the left. And then come back to center. Hug both knees in one final time. Lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Little side to side rock. And release. As we come into our final resting pose, several options. Option to take the blanket and leave it in the little log rolled up along the length of the mat. Option to cover yourself up with the blanket. Option to take your pillow and run it the full length of the mat, bringing it to rest right at the lower back, and maybe adding your blanket, but finding whatever feels right to you. Also an option to bring the feet to the edges of the mat and allow the knees to touch, or keep the legs long, whatever is most inviting to you. Take it all the way back. And just as we began the practice, bring back to mind that yoga mindset, that reason that you tuned in today. Once more, clearing the mind of all the busyness of life. Allowing yourself this time to tune out of everything except for the breath. Taking a moment to notice any new sensations in the body. Beginning once more with the crown of the head. Softening through the eyes. Allowing the jaw to unclench. Maybe placing the tongue behind the top two teeth to allow for a relaxed jaw. Feel the shoulders melt away from the ears. Relax in through the fingers. Release the belly button from the spine. Allow the feet to fall open or the knees to come together. Check back in with the emotions. Noticing any new feelings, any changes in the energy level. And finally turn the focus solely to your breath. Take a full inhale in. Open the mouth, exhale, slow release. Full inhale. And exhale. One final time. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Seal the lips. Allow the breath to return to your natural rhythm. Enjoy the next few moments of stillness of body and stillness of mind, where the only job is to breathe. the mind has started to wander, that's okay. Gently guide it back to the breath. Begin to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Allow the breath to deepen. Inhale, lengthen the arms to the space behind you as you reach the toes to the front of the mat, creating as much distance between the fingertips and the toes as possible. Imagine that good morning stretch. Slowly bend the knees. Roll the body to one side. Cradle the head in the hand. And with the eyes soft and closed, slowly press yourself up to a seated position. Rest the hands on the knees. Lengthen the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth with a forcible, audible exhale. Let it go. Deep inhale. Audible exhale. One final time. Deep inhale in. Full exhale, release. Seal the lips. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bring palms to touch. Lower the hands to heart center. Bow the head forward. And as we bow today, we bow once more in appreciation for those struggles and obstacles that have helped shape and form us into the people that we are today. Appreciation for the capabilities our body has, for the amazing strength, both physical and mental,